These ones here, so we got a digital readout right here.
That's what was outsmarting me the other day.
Okay, so it's going to tell you if there's a fault. You know, it'll tell you
It
what
did
it
say
is.
that.
So if you have, I'm going to stand on this part. If this screen right here, to get anywhere else, the first thing you need to do is hit that button. It's going to bring you to this screen.
Yep.
And then you can hit these two top buttons. You can go through user settings. If you go into user settings, there's no passcode. You can go to anything you want. Temp set point, scheduling, copying schedules, all that stuff. There's no password or anything. If you come down here to factory settings.
Did you just hit those two buttons at the same time?
Yeah,
to get to
it.
factory settings?
Yeah,
Okay.
so
Top two buttons first.
Right, so the top two buttons. User settings, just hit enter.
Enter.
And
Okay.
then you can scroll up and down.
We're good to do whatever we want in there.
Yeah, you can do
Okay.
whatever you want here.
So you
I
can go
wouldn't
back.
recommend changing the temp set points.
No.
You know, I mean,
So then you'd go back from there.
right. Active faults. You hit that, it's going to tell you there's 0 active faults.
And that's in user settings.
Right.
Okay. That's what I could not find.
Fault history and reset lockouts. The only way it's going to reset is whatever caused the problem has been fixed. So if that condition still exists, it's not going to reset.
I understand.
If you go to factory settings or service and hit enter, it's going to ask you for a password. Factory settings is just 4 ones. The service is 1, 2, 3, 4. And that's in the book too, so you don't have to memorize that. But quite honestly, there's factory settings I wouldn't change, but if you want to, you can go down to test menu, and you can test the fans, you can test the heating, doesn't have cooling, but if it did, you could. So, you know, we go test heating. I want to run a high fire test or a low fire test. You can do that.
Okay.
That. And you can also clear the fault history.
So how do you clear the fault history then?
So if you just hit enter, and then enter again.
Clear fault history. Got it.
And like I said, it'll tell you if there's a fault on here. Like that one you had the other day, it just said FSC1.
Yeah.
That's all it's going to say. Now you can look in the book and it'll give you some possible reasons that's causing that. That's just a flame safety circuit. So it's looking for voltage to go through these high temp limits, through your rollout switches and your pressure switches. So like these, we want to prove airflow. We want to prove that we're not too hot, and we want to prove that our rollout switch isn't tripped. That's all that means. So,
and that's on our graphic. There's a little page, so we see these, and then Electro or whoever put a little page over on one side, so it'll say something. It'll say the code,
right.
And then you click the page, which shows the 80 lockout codes for the unit.
Cool. And like I said, you can look in there. It'll give you possible causes of what's causing that fault. The weird one we had, like when we had that weird gas pressure issue, it doesn't tell you that this board locked out because it tried to light the fires 3 times and failed. So it goes into an ignition lockout. What you're going to see, and what Electro is going to see, is it goes into heat, comes out of heat, goes into heat, comes out of heat. It doesn't give you a fault code because this board is not integrated with this board. But there is that LED on here, and on the front of this board it does tell you what the flash codes mean. But like I said, if you want to reset it, pull this red wire, 24 volts. Remove 24 volts from that board, power it down, plug it back in, and it'll reset it.
Did you wait any time in between then, like you do with your Wi-Fi box at the house?
You know, a couple seconds.
Okay.
There are some capacitors in there that need to power down, so that'll take a few seconds.
And then what we found when we did that over there was that it tried to cycle 3 times and then went off again.
Right.
But that was a gas pressure thing.
Now, I know Luke told me that they ordered new gauges for these, and Central is going to install them. So I don't think you have an issue with gas pressure right now. It's just these gauges torque. You know.
Wherever they bought all their gauges, they suck.
Well, these things, that snap on and off is crazy. Why didn't they put a regulator on each machine?
I have no idea.
So it's not spec'd that way from your company.
The installation guide just says it has to have a way to control the gas pressure going in there, but there's nothing that says it has to be running every single, you know. Me personally, I would prefer to see that of every single unit, but, you know, I guess you do what you gotta do. This particular unit was not using a VFD to run the motor. It has a contactor with a reset. So if it goes out on an overload, you can hit that reset button.
Black one?
Yeah.
Blue or black?
Blue, so it's R
That's
on
blue?
Yeah.
Are you crazy?
No.
That's blue?
Yeah.
Getting old sucks, man.
I know, right?
It's the light.
That's black.
I'm not saying anything.
What color is it to you?
I took the color chart and you guys said you are colorblind.
Really?
No, I see all kinds of colors. What are you talking? I can see every color there is. Just
Okay.
they're not right, I
Sorry.
guess.
The blue button, the reset.
It looks
Yeah.
black to me. Red and black.
Thank
I'm
you.
with you.
I mean, and now if that motor is overamping, it's probably going to pop it again. We'll have to figure out why that's the case. But that'll reset that.
Oh, is that something that had happened? That
No,
the
not-
motor had overamped on this one?
No, but that's what that's for. So it's just a reset. So like we have two different furnaces inside here. So FSC1, FSC2.
Got it.
Yeah.
Is it 1, 2?
Right.
Okay.
So two pressure switches. They're only.
And you
using
said
the
that they
one
start, last time you said, but both burners start first at the same time? And
No,
then,
it'll do one or the other.
Okay.
It'll do one, and then if we can't meet whatever discharge air temperature we're
Okay.
trying to maintain, it'll light the next one. You know, not like that small one over there has only got one in there. So, like I said, the high temp limits, they are automatically going to reset. As soon as they cool down, they should close. But it's that rollout switch up there.
That
that's
push button thing.
the push button.
Yeah.
So,
and that really is because we got flame out into the channel? That flame rollout?
That's what it's for.
Okay.
So if you had really low gas pressure,
Mhm.
you could get a flame
Sure.
rollout because of that.
Sure.
This draft motor stops spinning.
Sure.
So you don't know where that little switch is.
This one's hard to,
Yeah. And if you could get up high enough, you could plug it.
So these two blue wires that go through, you follow those two blue wires to that little switch where they terminate.
Yeah, I see it.
There's a little button in between the two
in the middle of
wires.
it?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's
don't worry,
the-
it's just 208. You put your finger in there.
Get it wet first.
That's right. That's
Stand.
right. So, but yeah, so all the safety circuits, 24 volts. You're not going to get shocked on
Yeah.
it, you know. So just
So,
you know.
so basically, Rick, you'd have that rollout switch for a reset. You'd have your 24 volt disconnect for this, which would be a light on, right?
Right.
Or a blink code.
Right.
And then you'd have the fault controls right there. Top two bottom buttons and the bottom two buttons.
And if
See,
the
I must
motor-
have hit every sequence but those two.
But, yeah.
I thought that's way too simple. There's no way they're doing that.
Right.
I had like 3 buttons over here. And
That's right. I mean, and everything else is pretty standard. I mean, draft motors, capacitors.
and then this is your power, obviously, as well.
For the controls, for
For the
this
controls.
cabinet, the motor is actually running. You know,
Right
the
there.
voltage is actually going through this
Yep.
contactor. So yeah, really, I mean,
That's it.
that's really about it.
That's super.
You know?
Cheyenne, I really appreciate it. That
Yeah.
little refresher just sealed it for me, you know, and get him the exposure. And he's going to have consent forms for you to sign.
Yeah,
so
yeah,
we can
you're
post
good
you on
with me
YouTube and
posting a video of
we're
this.
going to go for 4 million likes on this